Good evening, everybody. Welcome to For Real Sisters. I forgot who I am.
You're one of the sisters.
I am one of the sisters. So this opportunity, we all get to introduce ourselves to everyone. Thank you guys. Please share as you're coming along. This is our first time, so everybody, this is unscripted, but we're excited. All right, let's introduce. We're going to start from the oldest to the youngest.
Wow. I wasn't expecting to go first, but I am Karen, Miss Cheeks, or Cheeks, whatever you want to call me. How deep we're supposed to go into this and stuff?
That's what you get back.
Yeah,
5
minutes.
2 minutes.
2 minutes, not 5 minutes.
You're right.
Okay, I am the oldest. I am 50 plus, knocking on 60 door. And wow, about me, there's a lot about me. So that's my sisters. I don't have much to say right now. It's been a busy week.
Next. Well, I'm Paulette. I am the second oldest. Ebony.
Do y'all see her reading her script?
Yeah. You gotta tell people. They couldn't see my paper. See how when you say for real sisters? How they do. Ooh, I can't. Yes, I have a script. Okay. So, I have 3 children, a daughter and 2 sons. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. I am Patricia Winfield, and I am really the middle child. For once, I am really the middle.
You're not really. You in the middle only if it's
Well, I'm in the middle
of the girls.
Only of the girls.
I am the mother of 5, the grandmother of 11,
And
and I am the most excited one in the bunch.
For sure.
Sure, yes.
For
As you
sure.
can see, I am the most colorful one and everything. All right?
I am Charlene. I am mother of 2 girls and 2 grandchildren. And I should have been the baby.
I cannot.
Well, I'm Lois, and I am the lowest, but my family calls me Lois. I am the youngest, and I'm okay if she want to be the youngest.
Thank you.
I have 2 children, a daughter and a son, and 1 granddaughter, and that's enough for now.
I forgot I have 2 grandchildren. I mean, I didn't quite forget. But
You forgot.
And I have children as well. I forgot all about them. Just for a second. Anyway, I have 3, 2 girls and a boy, and 2 grandchildren, a girl and a young man.
Oh, and I have 5 girls. Did I say I had 5 kids? I have 6. I have 5 girls and 1 boy. That's a lot. All right, so we're getting ready to get started, y'all. First of all, I want to just talk a little bit about why we decided to do this. As For Real Sisters, we are real for real sisters, blood sisters. We are sisters for real. There is nobody that could come into this group, introduce yourself, and break up man, woman, child. You cannot break up what we have here in our sisterhood. This is something that our mother instilled in us, and we keep it going, and we instill it in our children as well. And what we wanted to do is we realized this ain't the norm in everybody's family. And so we wanted to share the uniqueness about why we believe this is important for other families and why we believe that we're unique. So we're going to start off, may as well keep it flowing from the oldest
We're supposed to pick the names.
to the youngest.
We have the names.
We do.
All right. So, I'm the take charge, as y'all can kind of see. And so what we're going to do is we're going to draw a name, and that person is the one that's getting ready to go first. As we're going through, if there's some questions you have, please put them in the comment area, and put them in the comment. Yeah, comment. Don't comment, and we're excited though. Don't think that we're not excited about this. We are really excited. Because we don't get to do a lot of things together. We never have done this before.
Never.
But I am so thankful for these women. And y'all, by the end, you'll be thankful for them as well. All right, so let's see who's gonna go first. The first one is,
Oh, me too.
yeah, you can pick. She's the baby, so we let her have her way sometimes.
Whatever, woman. Charlene.
I said I did not want to go first.
All right, so
So do you
Charlene
want
is going first.
Okay, so Charlene said she want me to go first. When my name gets pulled, she go. There you go. Okay, so basically we were going to each speak a little bit about what I think Trisha asked us all. What did we think?
word.
One word, yeah, that would describe our sisterhood, and each one of us chose a word, and that word is what each one of us will speak about. And they're correct, right?
That's correct.
Okay, so my word was respect. So I'm just going to share some things about respect that I think are appropriate. So respect is a feeling of deep admiration for someone based on their abilities, qualities, or achievements. You accept someone for who they are when you respect them, even when they're different from you or if you don't agree with them. All of that fits us. And respecting your relationships builds feelings of trust and well-being. So your respect is extremely important. Respect doesn't generally come naturally. It's something that develops or is learned. I think there's a saying that says respect is earned. And I think we've earned it with each other. So with respect, I also wanted to say some aspect of each one of my sisters of why I have respect for them.
All right, y'all, we ain't heard this, so we don't know what she get ready to say about us.
It's just my perspective. I mean, nothing, just simple things. But now understand that this is just something that I just thought of a little while ago earlier. It can't encompass all of my relationship with my sisters and how I feel and the various reasons why I have the utmost respect for all of them. I'm a little hot now. Okay, so Karen, I said I really, really respect her kindness. I respect her kindness for others, even though I don't always agree with it. I view her kindness as kind of being over the top. Sometimes she does things for others that on occasion negatively can impact her. So she has like a huge, huge heart. So that is one of the many things that I respect about Karen. I don't think anybody can disagree with that. They could, but they
Don't
do
make me
wrong.
cry.
They do wrong.
We got tissues, so if they start crying,
Okay,
so get you some tissues.
well, Paulette, I just think I like her ability to give good advice on a variety of things. I mean, she's given me advice. I remember a long time ago when I was struggling maintaining the budget. She just helped me get that together. I mean, if y'all even knew about that. But she really helped me to try to get on track with a budget. That was a long time ago, right?
New York.
Yeah. Oh, she wasn't even here. She wasn't even where I was. We was doing it over the phone. Yeah, that's right. And she's given different people stock advice that I know of. And she's very good with listening. I mean, just if you want to get something out, but she also gives good advice. Patricia. Oh, I just said, well, I think she's flexible. And what I mean about that, she has ability to adjust herself for the situation at hand. As a good woman, we wear many hats, mother, sister, friend, etc. But she's also a pastor and a counselor, and she wears each of her hats, I think, extremely well.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, if y'all didn't know, she has a lot of self-confidence.
Thanks to our mother.
Yes.
We all have it.
Okay. And now Charlene, I really respect and admire her ability to be authentic. Just be herself, period. She says what's on her mind. She does sometimes take the feelings of others in account. I think in the past that was something that I don't think me and her probably have it in common. Just kind of saying whatever we thought about a situation and not always thinking exactly how someone is going to be affected by it. But I think we mellowed and changed a little bit to try to consider others a little better. A little bit. Yes, but Charlene says things, she speaks real freely and unfiltered. And I think she kind of gets that from our mother.
Yeah.
Because Mama definitely is that way.
Unfiltered.
Yes, yes.
Unfiltered.
Open mouth.
Yes. Okay, so that is me on respect.
Right. She probably went over her time.
Well, we'll have
Yeah,
some.
You know what I'm
It's okay, I probably won't go
be
me
that
either.
Okay, so remember,
Well, I'm
we had
doing everything off the cuff.
I thought about off the cuff, but I wanted to think about it. So anyway,
But I didn't think about it.
okay, cool. So next one, I'm gonna pull another name, and it's whatever the word is. Y'all tell me what your word is when you get it. Karen, your word was diversity.
I know, but you just kind of touched on
She touched on mine
word.
too. Mine too.
Okay, so that means that okay.
Mine too.
But that's how we
You
push
know,
away.
we are, yes, diversity. We are definitely a diverse group of sisters. And respect, very respectful of each other, regardless of the differences at times. Diverse in so many ways.
Absolutely.
Um,
I second that.
From our likes to our dislikes, and to run the gamut, from food to men to
Sports. I like sports.
sports. Yeah, we all are pretty diverse. What was you really kind of
You really touched on
touched
everybody's
on
stuff.
diversity by each one of us, you know?
You're welcome.
You did. Thank you.
So it's okay that she went
So-
over.
I'm glad she went over. So since she handled both of ours all in one, I'm gonna pass it on to the next.
Oh, they moving quick.
We know you're gonna go over.
I know you're gonna
Trying to
go
save
you
you
some
some
time.
time.
Gonna need the time.
Yeah,
that
so we want to make sure she.
I'm not
Do
using.
y'all see how they treat me? This is how they treat me for real.
You know, for real,
For real.
sisters.
Again.
We say.
So now it's Charlene's turn.
Okay. My word was communication. And Lois did touch on a lot of what I thought, because one of the best things about these young ladies up here is the fact that no matter what's going on in my life, I can go to one of them. And, you know, sometimes you want to hear what you want to hear. You want them to agree with you. You know, whatever you want. I have a choice to pick. Okay, well, this sister, she'll be like, okay, yeah, Charlene, I see your way. You know, and then I have one or two who's gonna be like, Charlene, you are wrong. I ain't gonna say which ones are like that. but I have all of this difference up here that's just so great, because they just knowing that they're part of my life just makes me smile. We have this thing that they get on Marco Polo every day. They're talking to each other. And I know they're like, I'm not on there. I hardly ever get on. But what they don't know is it makes my day when my phone dings, because I know that they're talking to each other. And I go back and I listen to them. So it's communication. It's just so big. People don't think that you need to be able to talk to someone, be able to just understand what they're saying. And if you don't understand one of them, they're gonna explain it. If they're trying to tell you something, they're gonna make sure that you're feeling what they're saying. They're not just gonna try to over talk you.
Well, they'll do that, but they will
over talk you.
Now that I think about it.
But they will make sure that you understand where they're coming
Right.
from.
You will be clear.
You know, and they're not going to put you down because of what you're saying is not
The way they feel.
exactly. So that's one of the best things about all of these people up here.
Well, and the communication always is, I think, respectful communication.
Exactly.
Because we
Right.
definitely
Right.
disagree, and you know
Oh,
that's gonna
we
happen.
disagree, y'all.
Oh, do we?
This-
You're the diversity.
Yes, but we so respectful still with it.
Exactly.
Other people looking at it might not necessarily.
Get it?
Yeah, but
we know
we're not.
it ain't like that. It ain't
At
gonna turn
all.
us against each other. That
Some
I'm
people
not gonna
might
talk
get
to
mad
you.
and may not speak to
We
the
not
person.
that we can never have
That
that.
will never happen.
No,
And that's one of the things that I think that we wanted to really share is we've had real disagreements that we have seen and know that have broken families up. that people stop talking to each other, sisters stop talking to each other, brothers, mothers, and we just realized that we are all individuals. We all got an opinion, just like they say a butthole. Everybody has one. And yours is not necessarily
The
right,
only
but
one.
it's yours.
Yeah.
And we respect the fact that that is your opinion. And we keep it real.
And I think we are quick to tell you, that's fine, you can feel that way.
Right.
But it's like she said, it's not gonna break us up. There's nothing, I can't even imagine something that would break us up.
I don't even recall a time that any of us was just like, I'm not talking to the other.
Never.
Never.
It's
Okay,
never
wait,
happened.
I
wait
can't-
a minute. We go ahead.
With
I'm
who?
we gotta tell y'all. I'm gonna let Charlene
What
tell.
story?
I don't even know about
So there was an incident that one of us. So they said I'm a pastor.
Now,
Now,
Now, you
Now.
said
It's
that.
now.
understand, that's now.
Right. In the present,
Yes.
not in the always past.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, go ahead.
but we had an occasion where there was a conversation. Karen was getting ready to talk about dating someone, and in that conversation, I was like, what's the person that she was talking about dating was a police officer. And so I was like, okay, so what's the big deal?
Who's the detective?
A detective. But so here I am saying, what's the big deal? Here is Lois, y'all. This is
The
Lois.
baby.
Here she goes, Trisha, you are oblivious to, and I was like furious. I mean, I was so furious. Like she said, we got this Marco Polo and we talk all the time, but I was so furious that I was ready to take myself out of the sister chat. That has never, I was just going,
Well, see, the thing about it is the way I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about that, but it's just based on what I felt that I knew about why Karen would have some reservations about it, and Trisha just didn't get it, and I.
they think,
Which
that
is
I
normal.
don't, they think that I don't get
Which
nothing.
is
y'all.
normal and it's
We
been
don't
going on
think
for a
she don't
long
get
We
it.
don't think
time.
that she don't get it.
Right.
But what I think, I'm not gonna say what
Accept
I
that it's
think
okay.
is, since my sister has become a pastor, that she kind of forgets her old life and what happened in that old life. And so she doesn't take that old life into consideration with our life, if you get followed.
But believe it or not, I consider that a lot because if I don't consider my past, I will not be able to be a good pastor. Because if I think one of my biggest challenges in being a pastor is that me and Lois shared about this one time, a long time ago, about how God just cleaned me up to where there is, you don't look like I've been through anything. I look like I got it all together. But this ain't it. This is just, I put on this makeup a few minutes
Window
ago.
dressing.
But I put this on because this is the image that I, Patricia, want to project. And so we all have an image that we all want to project. So that's what we do. But it doesn't mean or it doesn't negate my past and that I don't remember it. It's because of my past that I put on the image that I want. Because I absolutely, y'all, know who I was. I know what I did.
She's not mad.
Not at all.
Not at all. people.
She
It's just past the
Yeah,
people.
yeah,
Passion.
passion.
It's all passion. That's it. We're waiting.
Yes, but getting back to that point though, the reason I think I even said that is because each one of us have our own different, I guess, spiritual foundation, I say. And then I was taking some of the things of other interests that I know that Karen has, not just with the spirituality, but with her views about certain things in the world and what a detective might think of that possibly based on his line of work.
Right.
And Trisha didn't get it; she was oblivious. Like,
And we're done.
All right.
Next.
Oh, well, it's Trisha. Oh.
So my word is love.
Of course.
And if y'all don't know, I love you too, that we love each other, we would not do this. We were all raised by a single mom. And in doing so, all she had to give us was love. And because of the love that she had for each and every one of us, and I'm a story, there's a story, y'all. So there was a story where a sister came into the family, and I thought that sister was taking my love. Not just love, not her love, but only mine. And from my mom. My mom took all the love from me and gave it to this sister right here, this one over here. And so she stole all my love.
Which really was
Just
about
Patricia's
Trisha.
love.
Only Trisha's love.
So-
There's still nobody else. That's Trisha's love.
But go ahead.
But it was so important to me, just like it is to most people, to feel loved, to be loved. And one thing I can say that even when we had our words of difference, and I think I called Charlene and I called Paulette and talked to him about it. And look, Lois sometimes be in her own world. We just add it to ours. But
I'm okay in mine.
Me too.
I still love her.
Right.
And if you come at her, you're going to have to deal with me.
Okay.
If you come at Charlene, you're going to have to deal with me. If you come at Paulette, you're going to have to deal with me. You come at Karen, you're going to have to deal with me. Because my love for my sisters is what my mom said. That, blood is definitely thicker than water. And if we lock arms right here, let me tell y'all something. Nobody can come between this. This is what real sisters is about, that no matter what's going on in the outside world, that we're going to show our love. It doesn't matter what we got going on in the family, because guys, look, we are real people and we got real stuff going on. We got real life situations like everybody else. Things go bad, things go good. We have challenges, we have children. So because of that, we live in this world, and so we have to react. But we don't let what's going on in this world affect our love for one another, even when we don't agree. Because guess what? We recognize that we all have different personalities and we agree to disagree.
Exactly.
We agree to disagree. And that's important, because people don't realize that for me, the word says love covers a multitude of sin. I don't care what they do. I don't care where their past is. The love that I have for them, it covered it all.
That's
The
real
love that they
unconditional
have,
love.
right? Unconditional, agape love that I have for each one of them, that they have for me.
And it's no feeling like that to know that there's
Somebody
actually
out there,
another person
person.
and actually forward for me.
Mhm.
That I don't have to doubt.
That is there.
I don't have to doubt
Ever.
anything about them. Some people, there's a lot of people who have sisters.
Right.
Other family members that they cannot say that
Right.
without any doubt whatsoever.
No.
They know that 100% they're going to be there.
We have that in our family, guys. Not talking about our media, because we're sisters, but we know everybody wasn't raised like us. We're not this exceptional and unique by ourselves. We got a mother. I did a post that every sisters have a queen bee. Our mom is our queen bee. And let me tell you, if you think I might hurt you for them,
Oh Lord.
you step to her. Okay, yeah, you step to her, and you really. So that's the kind of love that we have. Not just for one another, but even when we allow people in our circles,
Right.
in relationships, we love with our whole heart. Guys, we don't haphazardly do this thing. We when we say that we behind you, we got us, we got you.
I got you.
If you call us in the middle of the night and need something, we on the way. Where you at? Look, when we was in the world, and if one of us needed something, man, you did not have to tell us one time. Nobody was going to mess with. See, we're sisters, a family of sisters with one brother, one biological brother and another brother. But the biological brother was the one that was there all the time. And so for a while, he was in the middle. He was smaller than us, and we had to take it for him. So as sisters, we had to stick together.
Yeah.
And our love had to show. So guess what? Everybody's got a game. We got a game too. We got a game.
That is
Yeah.
true.
This sister game. Those
Sister
Thomas,
game.
one of the things that they say, those Thomas women are something else.
That's what Mama said.
Yes.
So we recognize that
that there is an exceptional love that we have for one another and for those that we allow to come into this.
That's right.
Yes, and that's what I think that a lot of people that are connected to us do not realize, that same love
That we,
You know,
for
It's
us,
available.
it-
I mean, if we allow you in that close to us, it's
It's
there.
real.
It's
The
there.
same thing is there. So
And it's genuine.
it's definitely genuine.
Look, guys.
And see, people are not used to genuine.
Right.
That's the
That's
difference.
what. That's
Yeah.
what.
And that's the problem with let's talk. Okay, I know we got to go to the next person. We got 2 more people.
One.
Okay, one more person. Let me let her before I say this.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna let her go and say hers.
Okay, so the next name is.
Okay.
Who has her?
Patricia
What
went
is your
over
word?
her time, my time, Charlene time.
We done look,
Most
we
of
gave
our
her
time,
the-
so this gonna be quick.
What's
Now-
what was your word?
My word's trust.
Trust. Oh,
Yeah. And so that's the word that I felt that best represented our sisterly bond. It was trust. Because as we were saying, there's no doubt that I got you. You know what I'm saying? If I'm down, I know you'll pick me up. If I'm in the street, I know I got a couch. You know what I'm saying? If I can't pay a bill, if you got it, we got a 20 here, 5 here, 2 here, 1 there. We're gonna make it work. And I know this to be true.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, I
This
need
is the
$800
truth.
by Sunday.
But see, we is on this camera, and she want me to cuss her. Okay? And I'm praying, and I almost called her the B word on camera. See, I cannot. Okay? See, that's
Had to stop the tears.
you know that's what she was trying to do. You know. So yeah, because see, I can't even read my words now. Ain't on it.
But I do need $800.
I can't do it. Get on that. She is terrible. I tell you, remember that time we go rob a bank, pay some bill.
Oh my
So,
God.
I mean, I'm trying
They
to tell you.
didn't do it.
No, we didn't do it. We contemplated, but we didn't go through it.
But they did make a plan.
Playing was home. Yeah. Because I have a firm belief that my sisters are good, sincere, honest women. And you're welcome.
Yeah.
And you know, that again comes from my mother. Because we didn't give any backdrop on her, but she was married at 15.
She was married at 14.
14, actually.
And she had all 5 of us by the time she was 20.
Yes.
So she had a lot of growing up to do
Herself.
to give us, have the ability to pass it on to us that we know and can trust in each other. That regardless of what goes down, we're there for each other.
I mean, I don't know if it was
With
ever
love.
said, but I always remember it being like she's saying,
Yeah.
if you didn't have nothing else, you better
I
have each
think
other.
That's
I
right.
don't
She
remember,
always
but
said
that was always
Yeah, that's what
That
it
was
is.
what that's what she said. You know, we wouldn't argue. We have never fought. To my knowledge, no physically,
Oh,
no.
one time.
Who did?
Okay.
Who Trisha fight?
You tried to kill me
Why is the
a
pastor?
couple of times.
The pastor?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
That
cannot.
was the other
See,
defend
I'm
myself.
done. I'm done.
She tried to kill me.
The pastor.
But
The pastor.
I did say that
Oh,
if you come at them, I'm at you. But if you come at my mom, I'm
oh
at you.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
so we had an incident.
I won't even talk about that one.
Oh, wait a
Now we
minute.
got another one.
So that's the, I told you it was more than one. All I know was the
Oh,
one.
Trisha.
No, it was 2.
I was probably one of the times when I was pregnant.
Yep.
Oh, it was
The
hormonal.
time when I
She was
realized
afraid.
that-
It was hormonal. That's what
Yeah,
it
she was
was.
brave. But
Yeah.
the time that she was talking about, she was
She
confused.
misinterpreted the situation.
She thinks
I
that I put
heard
my
my
hand on my
mother say,
mother.
Don't you
Never,
hit
ever,
me.
ever,
I know you didn't
ever.
hit me. And that's
And I
all-
did it. I never hit my mother. My mother tried to slap me. I put her hands to her side. She tried to slap me again. I put her hand to her side. That's all I did. This woman tried to choke me out.
That was
Yeah.
it. Look,
She tried to get
I
me.
told y'all.
In defense.
There
Of
are
our
a few
queens.
things that I play with, and my mama
Queen
ain't
bee.
one.
That be it.
Had I hit her, I would have deserved it. But I didn't.
Well, again.
Not like some sisters.
We're not doing it. Stop it.
But we're not gonna go there.
Exactly. Have no idea.
Uh-oh.
Look, I'm always on the back
This
end.
is
trying
an
to figure it
off
out.
the camera conversation.
Okay, well, we'll go with that one.
Okay.
Okay.
All right,
But,
continue, Patricia.
I
Hold
want
on,
to say, for real sisters, let's start being for real.
Hmm.
We're stepping on the outside, and we're letting things come in between us as sisters across this world, United States. We're not thinking about the next person. You're just thinking about yourself, And this is going for Simone Biles in the Olympics.
Mm.
There is no one who should be able to tell you your personal mental health but you. No one should be able to make that decision for you. We do her a disservice by not respecting her decision and applauding her for standing up. Because people be like, man, you should go for that gold medal. Hang tight, you can do it. What? So that I could hurt myself when I don't have control of my mental faculties? No. You are wrong. It's hurtful.
Yeah.
It's so hurtful that this is a person who is representing the United States, and you won't hold her up. And she don't have the trust to hold you up. What?
But that touches on a huge issue
You
that
know,
we know
it's a
it's
big
mental
Oh,
illness.
it is.
It's a huge issue in
And
this.
I just wanted to say that I'm with her. That's all I'm saying. I'm with
So
her.
before I lost whatever I had, because I'm not as young as I used to be. But let me say this. Yesterday, I was listening to Ricky Smiley, and he had someone on there talking about sheroes. And so y'all didn't know I was going to ask this question, but I want us to talk about your opinion of a shero. This is what I gathered from that, and I could relate to it wholeheartedly. As sheroes to the world, to me, for me. Let's talk about me. As a pastor, I'm responsible to making for souls, making sure I do the right thing. I stand in the right place. As a business owner, I'm responsible for I'm taking care of the clients that come in and trust me. As a mother, I'm responsible for making sure of those, my grandchildren, responsible for making sure I am presented to them so that they can be strong individuals by what they see. Because our children in this age, they don't do what we say, they do what they see. And so as a shero, we all are dependent. Somebody's always depending on us, so we don't want to let them down. We're always trying to be overachievers in what we do so that we can accomplish what the world says we can't do. As 5 Black women here in America, just trying to make sure that we don't let our children down, our families down, and most importantly, ourselves. It's a big thing.
Yeah,
And having that mental capacity to be able to deal with that on a regular basis when the world beats us down. There are many. I am the only one that's married. And so as singles,
No, you're not. You have 2 sisters that are not divorced.
oh,
Well, in a marriage.
okay.
I would accept that because I'm really not married. Wait a minute.
They just break my train of thought like
That
that.
was terrible.
But listen,
They couldn't help it.
but as women, not even just because I'm married, because I have struggles just like the single women do. It may be a different struggle when it comes to having certain kind of support, but life can be still struggle mentally because not only do I have to support Trisha, I got to support my husband. And in my opinion, because everybody may not agree with me, that I got to support my children because they're adults,
Your turn.
but my grandchildren.
You're great turds.
And so it's so hard to be able to do all of that at the same time and watch.
It's true. That's true. But as far as shero, what you started on
Right,
a shero, it is so many different things. And I think any woman that is still trying to do whatever it is that she's required to do in her life, she's a shero.
Exactly.
It doesn't, it's not someone who is not any particular thing, because all of us are doing
The best we
something.
can.
Yes, and it's something is the best for one person is different than the best for the next person,
Right.
and it's okay, whatever someone's best is.
Yeah.
You know, all there's so many women that are challenged in their life that no one even knows that they have these challenges because
They're
they
ready
put
to
on
speak
that,
out.
that face of makeup that you know.
That facade.
Yes, it is not necessarily just makeup. It's just
Right,
the
it's the whole
personality
thing.
that
You have
you present
to-
to the world. It's not necessarily the true
I mean,
person you are.
The community that you come up in.
Well, it really
You know what I'm
is,
saying?
it's a mask.
It is a
You
mask.
know, people
You have
put
to
on,
wear some things.
people
Yeah,
put on,
everybody do. I mean,
Right.
and it's not just one.
Yeah. Oh,
and
absolutely.
that's
Depending on
the
where
You
you
wear a
at.
mask when you go to work.
There
You
you
wear a
go.
mask when you go to your job. You wear. That's just one reason that I really love being with my sisters, because
And
there's
that's
no
how-
mask.
Exactly.
You know, it's
Oh,
who you
yeah,
genuinely
there
are.
This is
is
just
no-
who we is.
right.
Exactly.
No mask.
And not to say that we're not
Yeah.
genuinely ourselves in other situations,
But you know you
but
be
you
yourself.
have to alter yourself some in certain situations.
Exactly.
You know.
Like this whole setup right here, it's so hard not to put that mask on right now. We're all on social media.
Yeah.
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 Well-
Trying to keep it real.
but that was the thing. We're not doing this for a show. We're doing this to help. Our main goal is to make sure that we encourage other sisters to build, restore. I'm trying to make sure I got it right.
Yeah.
And continue stable family relationships
Right. So
in and
those-
out of the family.
Right.
Exactly.
Relationships, period. So that's our goal, is to, if you need a sister,
Can you get back to She Rose first?
oh, go ahead. Oh, I forgot, because y'all know I can't take over.
She takes.
You can or you can't.
I mean, I shouldn't be taking over.
Oh, okay.
All right, She Rose, I want to make sure we
She
talk
needs to
about
just
that.
have her own platform anyway.
I do on Saturday mornings, Pastor P.
I cannot. No, she didn't.
Same.
Unshameless plug.
Well, that's what it is. Okay. Anyway.
But yes, She Rose. There's a lot of young women, or women in general out there that don't realize that they're She Rose. By putting on that face, going out that door when they may be dealing with so many more things at home or at work or within the family unit. That mask, that borderlines, that goes back to the mental health piece. There's many sheroes that may be struggling with mental health issues, you know what I'm saying? The anxiety, depression, many other things. But sheroes come in a lot of different forms, shapes, ages, races.
Agree.
Like this whole platform here, all of these young ladies, all these ladies here are sheroes. I consider them sheroes. The young women that are in our family, our daughters, are sheroes. You know, they have to live within this new culture, this new age, and be strong. And I mean, it's just a lot that, you know, every female has to go through. And it's even harder, I think, for the younger generation than ours, because we were raised at a different time to where we have a better foundation. Not that the foundation that we supplied was not good, but the culture that they were raised in is so different from the one that we were raised in. So yeah, I know it's more difficult for them, and they deal that whole mental health piece is a big thing that we all need to
Respect.
be mindful of. Our sisters, our nieces,
All of our sisters.
Yeah.
sons. Let's not just leave
Yeah,
don't leave
them
them
eyes out. You know, because they struggle. They have their own struggles. Well, as even though this is a sister thing, in general, just be there and just, you know, don't be so into you that you don't realize that somebody close to you is suffering and may need you and don't know how to just say that, you know, pay attention. It doesn't take much. It really doesn't take much. But I'm here for the Pamela She Rose.
Paulette, you want to say something about Sheroes before we move to something else?
I love y'all.
Love you too, She-Ra. Okay.
So,
Ain't that me?
oh, I'm
I
sorry. Did you have
cannot.
something with Sheroes? I apologize. Look,
It's okay. I'm always overlooked.
No, she's
Look at that.
She's usually hiding from us.
Anyway.
Not being overlooked.
Look,
Usually
Don't
hiding
get
from
me
us.
high.
No,
Staying out the way.
I like to listen.
Listening.
listening is really good. The challenge with most folks in families, as again, and we talk about our uniqueness, is we really listen to each other. Sometimes one of us will get on the Marco Polo that we have. That's our little time to be able to talk with each other. And it's not that we want a response. We really just want somebody to listen. And so we know that we have captive these ears and that they are attentively listening to what's going on in us. In fact, we are so close that we don't even have to say anything on the Marco Polo. We at times feel things that are going on and call the other one. I recently, and so everybody knows on Pastor P that I was having some challenges with ministry, and I was having some challenges, and so I had these sisters to talk to, because I need somebody to talk to. They need somebody to talk to help us through, and that's the problem. As a really, guys, before I even became a pastor, I was a counselor in my tax office. Because everybody used to say, counseling season start after tax season. But because people would come in, and because we all have that kind of spirit from our mom where people just come and talk to us about stuff that don't concern us. Look, I would,
not having it.
Oh,
and even our children, one of my daughters would say, "Ma, there's some things I wish I'd never taken from you. Your kind-heartedness, and
Listen.
yes, the giving, and when you know they're not gonna give back, they don't like you, but you still do it anyhow. That
That's what you're supposed to do.
because we all been raised to treat people the way we want to be treated, not the way they treat us. Imagine that
Because
all
I'm
of
not changing me for someone else. I'm going to be how I'm going to be. I am the type of person who will give my last. And just because you are not that type of person, I'm not going to stop doing
What
that.
did the comment say? Because you laughed.
the comments said, Pastor P, this is not your show.
Hello.
Probably from a family member. Oh, and God, somebody else that knows.
Everybody knows this lovely lady.
well, they call it Pastor B.
Yeah.
They're
You already know what it is.
But she is that person. Y'all know that she is.
And we love you. So keep it moving.
It's hard for her not to
We're good.
control the reins.
We're good.
But what happens, I think, sometimes for her, because we expect that and she does certain things and she does it.
Yeah.
However, she don't always get everything done.
No.
She put too much on her plate.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
she
I'll do
does.
that. I'll do that. But
And then what did you do?
right, because she accepts so much, So it's okay to say no.
Yeah,
I was
sometimes you
gonna
have
say
to.
that we I think we've all learned, and I mean it has been hard. It's hard to say no. It is really hard.
It is.
Oh, I don't have that issue.
Well,
We know that.
She can say no, people.
To anybody.
it has been hard. It has been hard. The biggest challenge for me to say no is not just to them, but to anybody, because I feel like if God asked them to, if God told them to ask me, and I know everybody ain't coming from God in that respect. I know that ain't the truth, but here is it in my mind, y'all. Okay, so
Hey, little man.
in my mind, and that's look, y'all, this is my reality.
Only her.
Don't mess with
And
her
then
reality.
we appreciate your reality.
So
And it works for you.
if someone comes to me and they need something, even if it's my last, they must need it more than I do. And I I must have the means to obtain it again.
I tell you that all the time when I ask for a loan. I had to do that. I couldn't help it.
I will remember that.
Oh, darn, that was
Oh, so
my
that
secret.
works.
Look, there. Put that right there.
Oh boy. But look, guys, I mean, I really do challenge with saying no, but over the years, I had to recognize that I am hurting myself more by not saying no.
Because sometimes when you say no, you help somebody help themselves.
Right.
Mhm,
But sometimes there was another, avenue that
They could have done
right,
something
another
different.
option.
Yeah, but if they know, and with families, we do that sometimes. Well, not our family really, because they'll tell us no. So no. But anyway, other people will do that. I mean, you have a father and a son, and he takes advantage of the father because he knows he can't say no to him. Do you know what I'm saying? And the whole time, it's not helping him or her in their real life. Because you're doing them a disservice.
It doesn't happen.
No, it
It does
everywhere.
happen with us.
We can
yeah.
do it,
That
you know.
definitely
But you're
happens.
doing them a disservice.
Well, that's the
And we just
biggest-
want you to think on it.
I don't think most time when somebody goes to help that they realize that they are really hindering that person when they don't help them figure it out.
Exactly.
It's kind of
It's
like
better
you
than-
can lead a
What's that
horse to
thing?
water, but you can't make him drink.
Drink it.
And so if we constantly, I take it for instance for my children, got everybody on the piano, everybody in the audience know that my children are spoiled, but they're mine.
Your turn.
And I made a decision that there were some things that my mom could not give me, and I wanted to give my children. Now, mind you, I recognize that I probably did it overboard. But at the same time, when I was doing it, it wasn't overboard. It was based from a pure place, and that was my heart to be able to give them something that I longed for growing up that I didn't have. So I wanted to make sure that there is probably few times that my kids know that I said no. And that happens to us when we're trying to do overkill on some things. But then I recognized later on in life that it hurt them in some of my no's and some of my yeses
should have been.
that should have been no's,
Yeah.
because it didn't make them better a man and a women. It really made them dependent instead of independent. And we want them to, and then we get upset. Let's just be real, because we get upset when they don't be independent in things that well, look, you don't see me do this. How many times and why did you go
Don't
down
say
that
we,
path?
say you.
Yes, say you,
You
because
got that.
I'm going to tell you, I'm going to honestly say I have two of the most independent young ladies.
Well, I'm
Because-
saying they're not independent
No,
now,
no,
but
no,
in
no,
the
no.
process.
No, my girls, because I was not that mom who was going. I was not that mom who was going to say, "Oh, well, here you are." No, I was going to say, "Well, look, let me show you how you can get this, because Mama can't give it to you, but Mama can help you figure it out to get it." So, my girls, they're spoiled. Don't get me wrong, because every one of our kids are spoiled. My girls are right. Aren't they, Lord? That's
Yes,
6
ma'am.
o'clock. I wake my baby up every morning, and she's 30 years old, okay?
Don't do that to
They
us.
are spoiled, but they are also very independent, and they know what they need to do. And her kids are too. They
I was getting
they
yeah.
do the same.
I mean, they all.
but there
are-
was always a time when you probably should have said no.
Oh, yeah.
But
I mean, one of the
but
biggest
we live and learn.
when you have been able to achieve certain things in life, whether it's financial, where you live, whatever it is that you were trying to achieve, you want your children to enjoy that part of it, especially if you didn't have it. And so I think that that's what I did. Not to say that I was neglected. Well, I was neglected because I'm the middle child.
I
Uh-huh.
cannot.
We're not even gonna touch that.
No.
We're gonna let
Keep-
her act like she
yeah,
needs to.
keep going. Yeah.
All right,
Is that our yet?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Hour, but it's almost.
Other people do
Can
have to
somebody
go
get-
away.
Okay, we're getting ready. I need somebody. I can't see. I need to
What do
see
you
the
need?
comments. I can't see the comments.
What we
So-
at the end?
Yeah, I
But
just
you want to
I want
answer
to
any
look at some of
comments
the
that
comments.
come up.
I did see, I just want to give an opportunity to, if there were some questions that you guys want to ask, hopefully, can get somebody to
We can answer.
answer the question, a couple of questions that we can. I'm gonna have to get,
Just cut mine back on.
let's see how we're gonna do this because,
Because what?
I think on the Instagram, it's up there.
Okay.
I don't think it goes for 30 minutes. Guys, this is new for us, okay? So we don't have the best of the latest, greatest technology, but we are actually,
Is that your Facebook?
what's the picture of that?
I'm trying to get you thank for you.
Oh, and
It'll get
again,
better. It'll
we
get
will
better.
get better.
I don't know who that is.
Don't click on it.
Go back. And check it.
This is me.
Oh, okay.
Okay, one
Let me
thing for
get you the
sure
question.
is Lois don't, we laughing because Lois don't, all right, so,
And
you know, Lois and Charlie don't use, Facebook too much.
Ever.
Karen, Karen
Karen does.
does, and the rest of us do. I mean,
But you use Facebook? Oh,
Hey, Tyra.
what is that? Who is that?
I'll put a mute on mute so we can ask a question.
Who has a
All
question?
right, so we're gonna look and see if there's some questions. If somebody, because I am looking at them from, look, let me tell y'all something. I got Lois's phone. Lois don't have hardly no friends on Facebook, and I can't even find me. I don't really believe that I'm one of her friends on Facebook. Let me just say this.
I don't know.
She
if you
don't
are.
like social media that much, and so she actually,
It's typing out what we're saying.
yeah, because you got it silent. So she actually
Definitely.
didn't really care about all this social media stuff. So for a
She
long
still
time
doesn't.
when she was on there, she didn't actually share with me as her friend. But I'm gonna kind of look on here, guys, because we're about almost an hour in, and see if there's any comments that anybody has that we need to.
You just leave a comment, Tricia.
I did. It didn't show anything because it's on losses. All right, so let me see.
No, you're
Oh,
right.
here's 48 comments. All right, here we go. All right. Where is Mama? Is she watching? Yes, Mama is watching. I did because I saw her mom on here. Mom is watching. I saw her put a comment, so I'm sure she is extremely proud. All right, anybody got any questions? I'm actually going to look at sport can be a diversified subject. Yes, it can. Did she say? Yeah. All right. Is there any question? I'm actually on my personal page, y'all, looking if there's any comments. I know that people are watching from various sources, whether it's YouTube, also from New Life of Petersburg and New Life of I'm not sure if New Life International, I may not. If there's any questions you guys have for us, that you can put them in the comments area. Either on, I would prefer if you put them in my personal page. If you're not there,
What is that?
Patricia A. Winfield's page. All right.
For real, sis.
Or for real sisters.
For real, sis.
Wait a minute. Okay, you know what? I'm
We have
sorry.
one.
We do have a For Real Sisters page. If you have not seen it, like it. Go on there, like the page, join us, because this is where we're going to post a lot of different things, activities, and things that we're going to do. All right, here's the first question from Yolanda C. Scott. Question: was Patricia spoiled rotten as a child?
All of us was.
Yeah, she was.
Karen says yes. Charlene says all of us was. All right. The next day, from Miss Rosalind McCrae, she says, you all are so different, but have such a harmonious relationship. How do you do that?
Respect.
Love.
Trust.
We talked about it. Diversity, respect, communication,
love and
No, but
trust.
I think it's a conscious choice.
It
Yeah.
is.
I think it's a conscious choice. We are absolutely
It's more
very
than that because it's almost like natural
Natural.
for us.
Well, I
Yeah.
guess so because when you really
We don't
do
have to
have
think
a
about it.
No,
unconditional
it's-
love, we actually I don't think that we would have a crazy kind of a disagreement and curse each other out.
Mm-mm.
That has
Never.
never
I've
happened.
never
It is
cursed.
never.
Never.
No, it's never.
Even when she choked me, I didn't.
Oh my God. Again. Oh, next question.
Next question. Is Lois like the mother of all?
She wanna be.
Who has that?
Mm,
Who
no.
has that?
Yolanda.
Is I'm like the mother of all? No, I'm
No.
just the lowest.
She's
and-
the bossiest of
She
all.
is the boss.
She is the boss.
Okay,
the
she is the
boss. Not
bossy
the
of all.
mother
If that
boss,
makes
she
her
is
the
the
mother, then I would
Yeah,
say
we'll go
yeah.
with
I don't think
But
I'm bossy.
but she she's bossy.
Oh,
I love you. But look,
You're boss.
you bossy.
Okay, so
But you
here's
always
the
hide it.
next question. Who gets upset with the peacemaker?
Nobody get upset with a peacemaker.
Nope.
Because I think we all have been a peacemaker.
Yeah.
Every
sometime.
time. That's the only way it works.
Yeah.
That's the only way it works.
That's all white.
And
That's
if
why-
I
that
know
is
if
why it
anybody was not wanting to keep the peace, they usually would go home and then we'll be fine tomorrow.
That'd be true.
And talk about
And
it.
talk about it.
We
Yeah,
do
we
realize
still-
that you need a cool down period.
Yes.
So sometimes if a conversation didn't go the way we just thought
The
we
way
should
you that
go,
person thought.
then we recognize that we might need to go back,
And
think
try it
about
again
it,
another
and then
time.
come back tomorrow and talk about it again.
Yeah, but today, being the women that we are, those kind of things are not generally happening.
Yeah.
To us,
We're
not
not
that.
Even then,
Yeah.
though,
And
even
even-
then, I mean, there's not been many times that one of us has had to walk away.
No,
You know
right.
what I'm saying? I really
You
can't.
can't
can't
even
count
think
it
of
on
one.
one
Exactly.
hand.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah, then. Next question. Is Karen a counselor you're comforting when you
have that kind of calm, kind of demeanor and tone.
Maybe that's why I attract folks like that.
Could be.
So she's not literally a counselor, but she
She'll listen.
I think that's
Well, I
why
am literally a counselor, but it's not degreed.
There you go.
I think we all actually listen good. Oh Lordy, who was the fighter when you guys were small?
A fighter?
That's look, y'all. This is the thing. When me and Paulette was so bad that when we would walk up the street going from our house to our grandma's house, she walk on one side of the street and I walk on the other. Because before we got to grandma's house, somebody was going to be fighting. And the only reason I was there to make sure nobody jumped her. She could fight. We all could fight. Look, our dad was an amateur boxer. And so he bought us, just like kids were playing other kind of things, he bought us boxing gloves. So we would box each other. So we definitely know how to fight. In fact, we would get mad with women, because women are fighters like this. They claw and scratch each other. And we're fighters like this.
Right,
Oh,
right, right.
yeah.
You know, country on okay.
Yeah.
So here's Tar. So who is the most spiritual and a free thinker?
Them two.
We would say Karen and Lois believe that they are.
And they would be correct. Because I view free thinking as something outside of the box.
Right.
As far as,
No limit.
no, I don't believe there are any
There
limits.
are
And
some
when people decide to get in a particular kind of box and follow a certain kind of path, most of those paths are something that other people have followed. Not to say that people who are free thinkers and decide to go their own path, well, think about it, that's going to be completely unique. If you decide to go the path that you feel for you in your heart, regardless of whatever is going on around you in the world, yeah, then it's going to be unique for you, just like the next person's going to be unique for them.
That is so true.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the next question is, as the middle child,
Oh.
she's talking
Oh,
to me.
Lord.
Who's asking that?
Yolanda.
Uh-huh.
Was it difficult for you? So let me just say this, since they keep saying that I'm not really
She
middle
is
child.
not.
Listen, this is how the middle child goes. All right. Our brother was the middle child. But for me, my opinion, which matters, okay, he did not count because he was the only boy. I mean, the only boy in our mom's children. He was the only nephew. He was the only male for a long time. He didn't count being the middle child. Me and Charlene literally are the middle children. We had a child on both, on both sides of him. And so that made us middle children, which meant for me, I got the hand-me-downs from the oldest. Now, when we were younger, Charlene probably got some hand-me-downs from me. When we were younger.
I got hand-me-downs from everyone. So I already had no new stuff.
No, that the baby got.
I remember
Look,
that.
okay, so I'm Paulette born 61, 64, 65, 67, 68, and 70. Those are the years that we were born. So you see how close we are. And so can you imagine a mom trying to raise all of us, clothe all of us? And for a long time, me and Paulette wore the same size. We wore the same size for a very long time until I was about 13, 14 years old. And I woke up overnight and I was a size 18.
Whatever, lady.
And she did.
I never believed stuff like that. But y'all remember, I was a 0.
Yeah.
Up until I turned, I think, about 29, 30. And I swear I was asleep and woke up a size 12. I don't know where the weight came from.
Who you laughing at? Come in.
This comment is Rachel. Wait a minute, where is it at? We're not okay. I'm looking at Ray a couple times. Okay, Rachel is my daughter, and so she says, "We're not poor." Well, let's just say that. But this was the comment, Rachel. Pastor P got me this over emotional soul. But all right, if there was one thing that you wanted to tell, because you guys, we've been on for a minute, and I want to make sure I didn't see any other questions. If there was some, who got the most whippings?
Charlene.
Yeah.
Charlene. Let me tell y'all. I gotta tell y'all about this one whipping that me and Paulette got.
Mm-hmm.
I used to love to come home and fix cream of wheat at night. I mean, in the morning, but in the afternoon we get out of school. Well, in my household, our household, breakfast food was for breakfast only, no other time. But I love cream of wheat, and we would get home first, and so I would go in and fix some cream of wheat, eat me some cream of wheat before Mama got home, clean up. But this particular day, she came home before I could even eat it.
Both of y'all was eating cream wheat.
No, we didn't get to eat it.
Oh.
And Mama wanna know who fixed it. Paulette.
Did you fix it?
No.
Pastor.
So I would not admit, we had to get our own switches to really get a whipping.
Oh, that black belt with the
Or the black
yes.
belt with the holes
that's
in
a
it.
terrible
Look, guys, these young folks don't know about whippings. Not even my kids know about whippings like what we got. You had to go pick out your own switches. You had to, you got a belt.
A real belt.
A real belt. Mama used to call it Bessie.
It's great being the youngest for real.
Yeah, so she probably didn't get that.
I don't remember many
I got plenty.
Oh yeah, I didn't get. Okay, so I didn't get plenty of whippings because
She lied.
You told her that.
no, I was just a quiet child. I just didn't do anything wrong.
She was a snitch.
She
looked like a
needed some.
snitch.
I was like she was.
Everybody else.
I just was not gonna get
I
in
just
trouble.
didn't care. It was like, I'm gonna have
Oh
my
yes, I did whip Rachel. Rachel probably got out of all my children. Rachel probably got the most whippings.
I don't remember you
I
whooping
can't
Rachel.
remember that either.
I
I
don't
Do
either.
you remember her whooping Rachel?
That don't mean nothing with me, my memory.
Yeah, but no, I don't
I
remember
think-
her whooping Rachel.
Rachel.
What, one time?
Rachel
But
had
that
to
would
say
be
how
more than the
does she
others.
recall many whippings.
Rachel said I definitely need a snitch, but no, I believe Rachel got. All right.
right.
No,
No, no.
Patricia was.
So, listen, y'all, you know, everybody in your family, there is one person that is always going to tell the truth. Right?
True.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It might be
Sometimes
two.
it's more than
Might be
one.
two?
Yeah, it could be more than one.
It might, but you know, at least one.
And
At
that's
least
it.
one, and it's always me.
Cause you was
You was a snitch.
We back to the same thing I said 5 minutes ago.
And the kids call me the police.
Yes.
So you
And
know.
you call the police on your neighbors. I mean, or you call your son. You call the police on anybody.
That'd be true.
Dig.
That is terrible.
Yeah, take her phone if something go down.
You know what I'm saying?
She done followed on herself.
Did you call the
When
police?
she out there
and
swinging
get
and
that
hit that boy.
Oh,
And you.
When no, I wasn't a pastor then. I
Oh,
was a
okay.
minister.
Oh, okay.
so now we're gonna talk about this one right here. Let's just talk about this one incident so it can be out and be done with on the first For Real Sisters. So I said you don't mess with my sisters, you don't mess with my mama, and let me tell you, hell no, you don't mess with my children.
Okay.
This particular incident, I come home from church. From church. My son and my cousin was outside and they looked real strange. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with them. These boys, something going on. And next thing I know, I told my sister, I was on the phone with Lois. I said, I need to go change clothes. Put on my jeans and my t-shirts and my t-shirt and my tennis shoes. And I'm outside just waiting because I know something getting ready to happen.
She done changed clothes.
And next thing I know, these kids are fighting down the street. I threw the phone down and went running down the street. Now, mind you, this was before I had my gastric bypass for size 24, y'all. So I'm running. I'm down there to go.
Milton, where you going?
Wait, was a TTG? Okay. So we get down there, and I'm okay with the kids fighting, but I am not okay. I told y'all, ain't nobody gonna jump. I'm watching my sister go up and down the street. She might have been mean, but if you jumped her, you're gonna have to jump me too. So here they go. That one of the boys' brothers jumped in, and when he jumped in that fight,
You jumped in the fight.
I jumped in.
Minister.
They were down the street hollering, Mr. Milton, your wife down there fighting. And then they call him Mr. Milton, they call him Milton, your wife down there fighting. And so Milton come running down the street now with his little bitty self, and it's still
What do you
with
have on?
Oh, no.
Basketball shorts.
Yeah,
He used to love.
See how they turned up my
they bring he done bought the style back because they went shoulders.
He
He coming back.
He
You
only
still
got
got
no more.
some. I let it eat out.
But when we went down, when my husband came down there, he come down there. Now I told y'all I was a size 24, so y'all know I'm a big girl. And my husband, he's still a little bit of man. He picks me up and take me back down the street. I think it was all the liquor.
There was extra strength.
Superpower.
Yes.
And so, but all of a sudden, the young man that jumped in it, he came at my cousin, Javay, that was at my house. We call him Munchie. And he was at the house, and he came at him, and I saw him coming at him, and the next thing you know, I was out of my husband's arms, and I
That's
went
when teachers are.
and jumped, and I had a ring, and it cut him across his face. I said, don't mess with my babies.
You going to jail.
And they look, everybody was like, he got a knife. I don't care what he got. He touched my babies. Look, guys, that's how when you love your family, you make sure you don't back down from the nonsense stuff. You know, we laughing at it and joking, but it's real because that's how we stand up, not just for each other, but for our children. We don't uphold them in their wrong.
No.
We let them know they wrong, but at the same time, this is what I would tell my children, especially when they were in school. Look, you do what that teacher says. But if you decide that you're going to take matters in your own hand, then you've took it out of my hands. And so we got them. And they grew up knowing that we got them. All of our children, our nieces, they know that we got them. No matter what.
Whole school
All
family.
those boys.
Every last one of them.
Yeah.
The whole
Amen.
family.
So, guys, I really want to thank each and every one of you. If there's any more questions. What when you said that? What? Okay, I don't know what we're talking about. All right, any more questions? I'm excited. Are y'all excited? Y'all give us some hearts. Making sure y'all share. Let us know. Like, share, and tag. Like, share, and tag. Like, share, and tag. And subscribe. So, look, guys, we're excited about what we're doing for Real Sisters.
Also, if they have any topics that they want us to talk about too.
Okay, y'all hear any suggestions on topics? Look, go to For Real Sisters. Put a topic out there. If there's something you want us to talk about, because I better believe it, there is nothing that we have not experienced between us.
Right.
There is no topic that we cannot talk about. Even the sensitive. Look, this is For Real Sisters. So there is no topic that we won't talk about.
That's right.
Everything needs to be discussed in a manner in which everybody understands how to deal with it. Real life stuff. And so this is an opportunity for you can just say whatever it is you want. I'll go back through the comments from each page. And if there's some questions or something, we will respond if we miss something. Because we are for real. We want to help other women. We want to help families to look, guys, this is how we are. We are very cohesive, that we work together very good. Well. Okay, you know what? Did y'all hear her? Correct me. Y'all hear? This is the English. This is the English teacher here. She corrects all grammar. So,
a lot of correcting to do.
yeah.
She looking tired.
But guys, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all again. Thank you for supporting For Real Sisters.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll see you next month.
We will see you next month. Right now, we're only doing once a month. We'll see how that go, and maybe eventually we'll have a live For Real Sisters show. So we're looking forward to this to make sure that
Get into it.
whatever it is that you as a sister needs from us, we're here to supply it.
Trust.
We're
If it's
here
something
to
that we cannot do, we can help you
Get
get
it.
there. Where you
we are a wealth of resources and knowledge as well. So if there's some things that we don't know, guys, we'll do what we need to get done to make sure to help you get to the place where you desire to be, even in just relationships. I told Karen this, and they don't know anything. Look, I'll be doing stuff. They don't know anything about this, but I believe from this that there's going to be a mentoring program coming from Real Sisters because of the fact that we're committed to helping. And you can't commit to helping without connecting with somebody. And that's what mentors do.
They do.
That's what mentors do.
And a
Okay.
lot of times we are probably already mentored
Right.
without
Right.
Mhm.
Exactly. So we're excited. I want to thank you guys. Again, if you have questions, just leave them in the comment section and we will
on the
respond
For Real
to it.
Sisters
On
page.
go to For Real Sisters page. Put some comments. Talk about how you like this session. Talk about so that we can do better.
Send
And
a
if
friend
there's some
request.
things. Send a friend request if you're not able to get in. You should be able to like the page. Once you like the page,
Yeah.
then we can do all the rest. Okay. Thank you guys again. I really appreciate you all, each and every one of you for stopping by. Have an awesome, awesome evening. Good
Yes,
night,
please
everybody.
do. Yes, it's not Pastor P program.
It really isn't. It really isn't.
Don't take the center seat.
Right.
Yeah, that might be.
This is not the Pastor P program. Pastor P will be on at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. No. Every Saturday, we have Saturdays with Pastor P, and this Saturday we are doing a meal prep 101
Plug.
plug.
Sisters plug.
I cannot.
What do you gotta do?
The red one at the top. All right. Thanks,
Y'all
guys.
next
We
month.
appreciate
Thank
you all.
you.
Is it off?
And I hit it again.
Bottom.